One of the best methods by far I found to make bacon is just right in the oven. It's so easy. I've been making bacon like this for years. People still fuss with the skillet and the grease and the popping. The oven is just far, far superior. And it doesn't matter what type of bacon you're making. Regular bacon, the thick cut bacon, just go to town. And you can make a ton of bacon all at once. You have all this surface area. I use a large baking tray. And just spread your bacon out. Make sure it's not overlapped, of course. I lay down some parchment, just helps with cleanup. You'll still have to get some bacon grease off that pan, but nothing really sticks to it, and it just makes cleanup that much easier. You can just throw that in the trash. And bacon, I'm never concerned with it looking pretty on the tray. It always bakes up perfect. And especially if you want to cook a whole pack of bacon, you can do that in the oven all at once. Usually takes me about 2 trays, so I'm gonna just get this first tray started and in the oven right away. Another tray, lay some parchment down, and then finish up this pack. Now I even do 2 trays in the oven at once. Just make sure those racks in your oven are separated. And halfway through the cooking, you'll wanna rotate them. So the one on the bottom, just flip to the top, the one on the bottom. Keep an eye on it. The one thing about bacon, I always set a timer for anything I have in the oven. So I'll set the bacon for half the time, keep an eye on it, rotate it, and then check it again. Especially in that last like 5 minutes, you definitely want to keep an eye on the bacon. There's a fine line between done bacon and overcooked bacon. If you like it extra crispy, go ahead, leave it in there for a few minutes longer. I kind of like chewy bacon with crisp edges. So I like to pull it out right when it's done. Second tray, right behind the other one. You may also see a lot of fuss about flipping over your bacon, tending to it a bunch. You just need to keep an eye on it. You don't need to flip it, just rotate those trays. If you have 2 in there at the same time, you should get amazing results. To make your bacon extra special, I do a brown sugar glaze. I like sweet and spicy, so I put some cayenne pepper in there. You can do red chili flake, you can do just black pepper, or you could just do brown sugar. I really enjoy peppered bacon, so I usually do both, something spicy and just regular black pepper. But you can add a little or a lot. There's no specific recipe here. I just usually season up some brown sugar, a few dashes of cayenne, and mix it up. I very rarely measure. That way when somebody says, what's your recipe? My recipe is love, okay? You can't write that down in a cookbook. I'm also pretty experimental and improvisational in the kitchen, so that has a lot to do with it too. This is about halfway through cooking. Just gonna sprinkle this on here. Brown sugar is gonna caramelize on here. Those peppery, salty flavors are gonna mix into the bacon. Just something special. This is great to do if you're making like sandwiches or hosting a brunch. You've probably heard of millionaire bacon. This is kind of like that. And what I love about this too is you usually have brown sugar sitting at home. So just throw some on your bacon, add some spices, add some flavor. Oh, look at that. When the bacon's done cooking, I just transfer it to a wire rack. Just that way it can drain, cool down, crisp up a little bit. But I did a batch of normal bacon, nice and crispy, perfect bacon. And then my sweet and spicy bacon, which I cannot wait to taste. This, and it smells so good. Oh, the other thing I didn't think of, you could add a little cinnamon or just any kind of other warm, hard spices, some nutmeg. Go crazy with what you add in here. You can even do herbs. You do like an herbed bacon. The oven really simplifies the process, especially if you're making a lot of bacon at once. Get a tray in there, get a tray or 2 in there. You can fit a lot on a cookie sheet, on a baking rack, and have plenty of bacon all in one go, and you didn't have to wait over a stove. What's better than bacon? More bacon.